Love it, Guru.
Hey.
Can you talk about self-inquiry and learning to love, find, even though there's deepest, darkest spots within myself that just need to be cleared out a little bit or healed or whatever the word is. And if you had that in your process.
Well, I had it in my process. Yes, that's part of your personal process. It is. I I kind of my process was trying to do for myself what my gurus were doing. So when I was with my gurus, I felt that unconditional love always. I felt it, and now that wasn't what I felt toward myself, was it? So so there was some stuff there that needed to be cleared out because there were aspects of my personality that I I wasn't able to unconditionally accept. You see, I might unconditionally accept them if it would make them go away forever, like that, which of course is conditional. So in your personal process, you may find it necessary to bring all of you under the same tent. You see, that there's not aspects of your personality that have been shunned, so much so that you can't even really be around it. You see, so that's all. So I was just, my gurus were the example that somehow it was possible to unconditionally accept everything. So it's still a personal process, you see. So it's not really what I do, because I'm actually looking to get you all past all that personal process. But sometimes some personal processing is necessary in order to get things cleared up enough that the illusion becomes transparent. You see, the mind, through collecting all of these things, all of its fears and desires and things that it like, things that are good and things that are bad, and all its judgments and everything else that it adds on, it's like the weaving for a veil, and it blocks you being able to know that which you truly are, you see, being able to see that clearly. Okay, so there's sometimes it's necessary to get some of the knots taken out of that weave, and such that the cloth can become see-through. So anyway, that's that process. I don't go into it so much because it's more for someone who can help you develop a healthy ego. I could care. I could care less. You know, we can. It might be necessary in your case. In many cases, in my case, it was necessary. But I didn't go to my gurus for that. I went to a counselor. And but the thing is, if you can just see how it works, the magician's tricks work when no one is looking carefully enough to see that it's a trick. You see, and then you think it really happened. But when you watch carefully, you can see how it's all working, what the mind is doing, how it's making you believe, how it's drawing you in, drawing you in. You see, well, you could be simply resting in that stillness, and all the stuff with the body mind can be going on its own. It doesn't need you. But you've been drawn in. So I'm trying to offer everyone a get out of jail free card. See what happens.
Feeling this beautiful peace in your presence. So thank you so much.
But that's exactly what it is, you see. It's not the words. It's that what you're feeling. That's it. That's what I'm truly talking about. So you see, it's like you've got the shortcut going. You can just feel it. So if you can just remember that feeling, and when you're disconnected, go back to that feeling again. And if you need a reminder, just go to my picture. Go to something that reminds you of that feeling, and it'll come right back. It'll come right back. You see? So that's brilliant, you see? So you don't have to worry about all this, all the processing. Because if you can simply remember that feeling, that sense of peace, and if you can bring that, have that with you through all of it, then it won't matter. You see, this is the thing. Life is full of ups and downs. All this stuff is going on. There's things that are very beautiful and pleasurable, and there are things that are ugly and unpleasant. There's pleasure, there's pain, there's all of it. But if you're not linked in, then all of that stuff really, it's all the same. We're just talking about sensations. We're talking about sensations, perceptions, and beliefs that the body-mind has. You see? But if you're just sitting back and watching, the whole scene, the good, the bad, and the ugly, are all the same. And then that is peace. Then it doesn't matter what comes, because all there is peace. You see? So it's not about making your life feel pleasurable all the time, because that's not going to happen. Life has its ups and downs. Some things are going to be nice and others not. But if you can not be linked up, if you can just be watching and just being with, you're just being with everything equally. So when there's pain, you're being with it. When there's pleasure, you're being with it. You're just being. And I'm using all the wrong words because it's not even you that's being. It's just a sense of being. And it's not even that. It's more than a sense. It's a universality thing that can't fit into a concept or a word. But it's there. I guarantee it's there. Because we are there right now. We are there right now. What you call you and I are right now in that space of universal oneness. Right now. That's all that's going on. It's all that ever went on. Nothing went on. Within the dream, things appeared to be happening. Just like all the other dreams that you've had in your life. But it's just an appearance.